Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson. Let's read the poem first of all. Richard Cory. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown, clean-favored and imperially slim. And he was always quietly arrayed, and he was always human when he talked. But still, he fluttered pulses when he said, "Good morning," and he glittered when he walked. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king, and admirably schooled in every grace. In fine, we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. So on we worked and waited for the light, and went without meat, and cursed the bread. And Richard Cory, one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his head. Right? So that is the poem. So what is this poem about? This is a poem that is also categorized under the theme of society. Richard Cory, when we look at the topic itself, we realize that, okay, this is about someone, right? There is something about someone. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. When this gentleman went here and there in the town, how did the others actually look at him? He was a gentleman from soul to crown. So everyone thought that he was a great gentleman. Why? He had all the outward appearance of a gentleman, clean favored, right? Or yeah, he was very clean in his suit and imperially slim, he had a royal look. And he was always quietly arrayed, very nicely arrayed or dressed. He was always human, very kind hearted, but still he fluttered or moved pulses when he said good morning and glittered when he walked. And he always told good morning for everyone. And others got shocked, right? Because others were poor ones. No one else greeted them and glittered when he walks. So when Richard Cory actually walks in the street, how do you see? It's like, he is sparkling, right? So glittered when he walked, right? It can have two meanings. Maybe his clothes were so shiny and beautiful, but on the other hand, it can also be his values. So he has so much good values in it. So when he walks, it's like bubbling, sparkling with the goodness he has. Everyone loves him, likes him, he cares for the others because of those. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king, and admirably schooled in every grace. He did go to school like all of us, but he had kind of different education. What was it? He admirably schooled in every grace. He learned manners, he learned courtesy. In fine, we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. So always the people or the outsiders who looked at this Richard Cory thought that, oh, what a great man. We should try to be like him. So onward, whatever they think life is going on, they just go on and waited for the light, and they wait for some enlightenment. What is this light? Maybe to become richer than earlier, maybe to become like Richard Cory. So anyway, they waited, or maybe education, right? They waited for the light and went without the meat. So what happened most of the time, right? They don't even get enough food and curse the bread. So when they can't get the bread, they curse it. Sapakarana. And Richard Cory, one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his head. Right? So all the other people in the town actually believed that Richard Cory is the happiest man, greatest man, the most important gentleman, and everyone wanted to be like him. But now, see, more than the poor people who wanted to be like him, Richard Cory himself had a lot of sadness in him. Otherwise, he would never have committed suicide. So basically, the sense of the poem is that for a poor man, wealth is his dream. A poor man thinks I should collect more and more money. And he expects that wealth can bring him happiness. And a poor man thinks if I collect money, I can be happy, I can be rich, and every comfort in the world. On the other hand, a man who has wealth and all the materialistic things in life may not have happiness. Now think about Richard Cory. He had clothes and everything, right? But he was not happy, right? Solace and sahane and company මිනිස්සු වටපිටා කතා කරන්න to make him feel blessed, right? So even Richard Cory, he showed, a positive outlook, but he was not happy inside. And maybe he didn't have family or friends or loved ones to care, so he was too sad. Right now, that like this actually, or thus the poet not only talks about Richard Cory, but also the expectations of the majority in the society. The jealousies of the people, we don't have that. So jealousies in the society. And also it's about classism. ක්ලාසික අනුව කොහොමද ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ එදිනෙදා ආදායම ඒ හැම දෙයක්ම වෙනස් වෙන්නේ, right? Because Richard Cory anyway seems to be a very rich person. He can get anything and everything, but inside him he was not happy. That's why he committed suicide. That's very clear. And so theme-wise, we can understand appearance was deceptive. He showed a happy face, but he was not happy. He was hiding that unhappiness. Happiness cannot be bought with money. You have nice clothes and everything, but if you don't have happiness, you can't buy it. And technique-wise, we find simple language, comparison, contrast, visual images, etc. Right? And would you like to, after discussing about the poem, to think about the answer for this question? Pleasant outward appearance of a person can never assure that he is a happy man. එකම දේ හැම ප්‍රශ්නකෙම ගොඩක් වෙලාට අහන්නේ. Pleasant outward appearance, right? So පිටත පෙනුම, outward appearance can never assure that he is happy, right? Never that he is happy. Right? So what are the main points of the question? Outward appearance, right? Never, you can say he's a happy man, right? So the simple idea of the question is that by looking at the outward physical features of a person, the clothes or the dress of a person, you can't say he's happy. But whenever we see a very rich one, a celebrity or a powerful person, we think that, okay, they are happy, they should be happy, they have everything. But Richard Cory is the best example that showed that, no, money cannot buy happiness. And, maybe the poor people who want to be like Richard Cory are happier than Richard Cory. Right? And also it's important to note that, when it comes to our appearance, some people are sad, they never want to show it. So they have or they adopt, like a mask, they adopt a happy face. So maybe Richard Cory was a person who was unhappy but never wanted to tell it. And maybe he wanted to hide his secrets, hide his problems. So anyway, through this poem, the writer talks to us about the society. In the society, people are different. Some are rich, some are good, some are not good, some are poor. Right? So different things, different kind of segments are there in society. right? And anyway, we can't just look at a person's face and dress and say he's happy or he's rich. We should be careful about that. And also, the poem reminds us it's good to be happy with what you have, right? And also, it's a poem that tells about having realistic dreams. මේ poem එකේ අපිට කියනවා ඉන්නේ යථාර්ථවාදී dream එකක්. ගැන අනික ඔක්කොම සමාජයේ ඉන්න town එකේ ඉන්න අය හිතනවා රිචඩ් කෝරි වගේ වෙන්න. They don't get satisfied with what they have. ඒගොල්ලෝ අද තියෙන දේ ගැන satisfied වෙන්නේ නැතුව ඒගොල්ලෝ උත්සාහ කරන රිචඩ් කෝරි වෙන්න. So they are always unhappy then. ඒ dream එක හම්බ වෙනකම් හම්බ වෙයිද නැද්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. Right? So like that's a beautiful poem about outward appearance. You can never tell about a person by looking at that. So practice more, right? Okay,